Time. Okay, ready.
I'll probably make this our last stream as well.
Yeah, that's good for me because I can't really record after this. Alright, going live in a few seconds. Alright, you guys can start the countdown and say go when we're ready.
Okay, wait one. Anakha, have you got anything to drink?
I do not. Good question.
It's a good
Nothing
idea.
at all? Do you have any, go and get some spirits, and we're going to play a drinking game.
Oh fuck no.
Oh,
Hang on, no, I do have some Jameson. One fair record.
it'll be fun for all the people streaming, and then when you watch the replay afterwards, when it's on YouTube, seeing these two idiots get drunk. Right, kitty. Yeah, at this point it's all being saved to the file, so. At least I'll have something nice to put on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, chuck some music on while we wait.
No, my music's all weird.
Okay, I've got about a quarter of a bottle of jammer. Actually,
Dun dun dun.
yeah, I'm feeling like a bit of a skirt, so I'm gonna see if the mixes.
No, because we're shooting. We're shooting, you pussy. We're shooting. We'll decide what the drinking game is based on the draft.
Yeah, basically, just do it in game. It'll be even more fun that way. Oh. Time 1 minute 46 seconds. Bitrate 843 kilobytes. Frames per second 24. Frame 2720. I like the debug console.
Do we have anyone who is known? We've got Fresh Pro in this game. Do we have anyone who's known for like bad behavior?
Everyone's bad against Sender. I don't know if his behavior is bad. We just trash him all the time.
No, Sender's like the stupidest motherfucker in the universe.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's not that he's bad, it's that we're bad to him.
But does he do any stupid things in game?
We'll say when
Oh,
this goes.
Please. He's like the poster child for getting caught out of position as a support. I'm gonna want that Congo bit.
So I reckon we take a shot.
Yeah, don't worry.
Take a
This will
shot
be in the
every
second
time
video when
out.
everyone wants to watch the stream too. In the second game, you'll hear him trash talking. So yeah, we all ready now?
Give me a sec.
All right, I'll shut off my mic when the time comes. Oh, someone said my name. What is it? Akamontan. I can't pronounce your name.
I also found what?
Someone on stream's saying my name.
Say my name. I managed to find this really awful looking thing that someone left at a party here. It's like vodka and blood orange.
Lovely.
Yeah, shout out to Huggy Wugs. I'm stealing it.
Are we going? Or are we?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm still recording.
Alright. So we're ready to sync up?
Just tell me when to start.
Yep. I'm on frame 0.
So you're ready to go, Cyber?
Yep.
Okay, so we're starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 9, 8, 7. Radio synced up. So we're casting a high level pug versus Tan. I don't know who Tan are. Maybe
Tan
they're
are a Finnish clan. Tea and newspapers. I'm guessing.
Are they
they're
any
just
good?
like, no, I doubt it. Like a tier 2, tier 3 team. 2.5.
Righto.
Let's be nice.
On the upside, there are teams. They know how one another play, and they're against some pugs here. Fresh Pro's right-clicked Artesia. As a side note, Anakha and I will be taking a shot every time Sender gets caught out of position. I'm
Or
drinking
does something
Shivers Regal.
stupid.
Yeah.
Because as you can tell, if Cyber's got chat enabled, they're already paying into him.
Are they?
Yeah. Yellow is anyway.
Oh, I haven't. Maybe.
Like-
Are we synced? Are we synced?
I'm
Are
playing.
you in the right window?
Uh-oh.
Because
So I'm looking at 0 seconds. So in-game time is 57, 58, 59, 1 minute.
We're not in
We're out
game.
of
We're
sync.
still in the pick stage. I'm watching at 30.
Yeah, no.
Oh, you mean
29.
replay? Yeah,
Replay time.
Oh, replay time. Let me
So
check.
106, 107, 108.
Yeah, I'm a few seconds. Like I'm a second ahead, like I want to be.
Roughly in time.
All right.
All right. Anyway,
Back to
you're
the
a
game.
second ahead. Anyway, back to the game. What have we got bans on?
Silhouette Magebane, Pharaoh Magebane. Apparently we hate Magebane.
Fair enough too.
Yeah.
Lockout on Nymphora. Good decision, in my opinion.
Yes. So usually first lock generally implies first pick for this iteration of lock pick. Counter lock of Bubbles, so they're not looking to play the game, or sorry, play the trash game of forcing Legion to pick a crappy hero.
That's fair enough in my opinion. I'm gonna put the HDMI cable in. Do you want to watch or?
Right here. We also see a Malakin right clipped as well. Hopefully. I'm gonna spoil it a little bit. That Artesia. Yeah. I'm looking forward to this. Scout actually locked into the pool again. So the same as last game, people are looking to put Scout in the lock pool as kind of a trash pick, but we've already casted this backfiring, so it should be interesting to see how they react to it. This is actually going really slow. Just hurry up and lock heroes. Engineer locked as well. Engineer, I think, is a really strong hero that honestly doesn't get the attention he deserves.
Look, I would agree on the proviso that Engineer doesn't
go mines. Yeah.
Yeah, max.
No one goes mines. Yeah. No one does that.
Someone needs to acknowledge. Someone needs to publicly acknowledge that mines are a trash ability.
I'm not gonna.
They can be used to block camps. That's about the only useful thing that you can do with them.
It's still a 300 damage skill. And it's still a small AoE, so you can just drop it in a team fight and you can hit 2-3 people. Aluna also locked as well, which I think is okay to an extent, but Aluna's a really good all-rounder hero, so I think they could have chose to lock something a lot better. Merax's first band, Flavor of the Month. Tundra band as well, understandably strong hero. Yeah, I think we've already gone over to death today why Meraxis is kind of overrated. Just because it's very easy to circumvent what he does well.
So we didn't actually end up talking about that last game. Meraxis is countered by Burst. He's not countered by Burst against him, he's countered by Burst against his team. So, in the scheme of things, it doesn't matter if Meraxis survives a fight, as long as his team dies around him. And you can do that really effectively with something like a Witch Slayer as a recipient of farm, so he gets an early portal key. So you can immediately drop someone out of the fight before Meraxis can have a huge impact on it. We saw MSI do that against was it Team It's Gosu? I think it was in DreamHack.
Yeah. Tempest's first pick after Ophelia Parasite bans, which is interesting. Ophelia is actually a fairly strong hero for the Legion team. I know they like playing it. DS Glacius also banned by Legion, which is interesting. Yeah, Ophelia and Parasite bans generally, I don't understand that, to be honest. I'm guessing that maybe that's just like their own little thing that they have going, like they don't like either of those heroes. But I don't see the point of banning both of them. One or the other, sure, not both.
The reason you'd see one or the other is because you don't want to face a strong early jungler who can gank out of the jungle. Tempest jungles extremely fast, but doesn't gank particularly well out of the jungle. Both Ophelia and Parasite gank very well out of the jungle.
Indeed.
Having said that, Parasite, on the whole, I don't rate him as an incredibly strong pick. Ophelia does 90% of what he does, better. Because Ophelia can also push very effectively as well as ganking.
And I know for a fact that Tempest will generally, I know Swindle will be drafting, and Swindle generally prefers his Tempests to stay in the jungle and rack up farm, and then come out for an early mid-game push. Torture Behemoth pickup. It'll be interesting to see whether they run Torture as a support, or straight out Electrician Artesia. Artesia is someone we haven't seen a lot of either, even despite being added to tournament mode, which lockpick is based around. We've also got Behemoth as well. Behemoth's... I think he's a good hero, I don't think he's second pick, especially with a Luna in the pool. Maybe they like Behemoth a lot more, or they're wanting to deny Behemoth from Tempest and LA, but I don't think he's second pick worthy.
So we also saw an Artesia pick, Artesia and Electrician. They're both heroes that I think can do reasonably well against the Behemoth. The Artesia, because he doesn't need to come into the threat range of Behemoth to have an impact on a fight. On the other hand, Behemoth, if he lands a stun and you have a portal key hero on your team, you can then absolutely annihilate the Artesia. Pebbles' first lockpick
Yeah, that's odd,
yeah.
because usually, generally you expect Nymphora, and obviously the other team picks up Nymphora. They have to, because they don't let the Pebbles Nymphora combo get on, and they concede a Luna for that. So, all in all, actually really poor drafting from the Hellborn there, because essentially, yeah, just by putting the Luna in the lock pool, they were forcing something really poor there. Just,
No, sorry, what were you saying?
yeah, that's all. Yeah, and what else? Forsaken Archer, Torturer. Pretty standard ranged derp edgy carries.
Forsaken Archer will really struggle in this game if the Pebbles gets any measure of farm early. You normally don't see anything with great survivability in her core early. So if Pebbles gets some decent farm, we'll expect to see her get vaporized.
On that note, actually, I've noticed it has become a bit more of a trend lately to pick up Frostburn, more specifically Icebrand, first on a lot of these heroes now. Like, we're even seeing it on Dark Lady. Straight after your Rune Axe is a Frostburn, which is...
what in-game time do you have, by the way?
109, 108, 107...
Yeah, excellent. Sorry, we're well in sync. Do go on.
Yeah, we're usually seeing a lot of the mid... Especially carries that are supposed to perform mid-game actually end up picking up Frostburn.
Frostburn is a reasonably good mid-game item. It's not as bad as it's made out to be.
I hate to interrupt, but what time are you guys in game?
45, 40, I don't know.
44, 43, 42.
41. Just keep going until you get 35.
39. 37.
Okay, that's good. Good. Sorry, I'll leave you alone now.
Alright, we're all in sync. Wonderful. No, it's a reasonably good item, mostly because of the Icebrand component. Icebrand is very cost efficient for the amount of survivability it gives. The slow, not a big factor, but the amount of raw HP that you get out of it and the later build options, pretty good. Tri-lane bottom, a very good tri-lane as well. Forsaken Archer, Nymphora, and Behemoth. So that's a triple disable one. Artesia being played as a trade-off laner against that from the looks of things, unless the Aluna chooses to go bottom. She looks like she might be. She's heading that way, but it may be just a ward. I'm not really sure.
I'm pretty sure it's just a ward. Like, I'm almost... Yeah. Fresh Pro is usually done as their trade-off laner, and he usually picks heroes to that end. And Artesia actually has an incredibly long nuke, so she will actually be able to CK somewhat efficiently if she...
We're seeing a dual mid. Yeah, we're seeing a dual mid here. Aluna and Pebbles.
So we'll likely
going up against the Torturer.
Torturer is actually thrown to the mid.
Yeah. Torturer is quite a good hero to play against the trade-off lane with because he can CS quite effectively with his what do you call it? Agonizing bonds. Whether we'll see him opt to take that, there is opportunity cost involved in that though, because then you don't go impalement. We will see that early farm come out on the Pebbles though. Interestingly, Sendo playing the Electrician. Not playing a hard support like we'd expect. That role going to a Luna. Behemoth standing off to the side here, and we've already seen an Nymphora swap into mid, so two dual mids against each other.
Like, I thought the Behemoth would have gone just because of impalement synergy with Fisher. Because that seems to me like to be a much stronger combo.
Yeah, it's a strong combo. I don't know if you'll ever get it off though, for the reason that there's two disables at mid as well.
True, and there's also the fact that if Torturer still goes bonds, he's got Nymphora to top him up, so that eventually reaches like a 6-second cooldown, which is a lot of damage.
So we've got a pause here, big tactical pause or something. I like the Nymphora going mid, and I like it because they need to stop the Pebbles from getting ridiculous early farm, or else the Forsaken Archer will find herself in a lot of trouble. And she's important. She's very important to their lineup because she's their main carry. Getting the early farm on the Torturer also important. I think he could have done it without the Nymphora there. Having said that, they are losing the lane quite severely at the moment. Swindlemelon sitting on 230 GPM against 100 pretty much base GPM, nearly.
Hasn't lost too.
Electrician's losing top, but not by a lot. We'll see how that goes. This jungler on the Legion team needs to be countered in some way, or else the XP lead that they get off him will become a fairly telling factor in the early mid-game. Experience is disproportionately more important early, when you're still trying to max out your abilities.
I missed Bolt from Artesia. She's playing...
Not a big deal.
Not a big deal, but I've noticed with Artesia, mana's very important early on. You need to actually connect with those, otherwise you do end up bad Fisher from Behemoth, and
It would have been a bad Fisher anyway, because she could have gotten to the other side. It wasn't going to block anything off. It was a poor Fisher though. You're correct.
yeah. Bubbles looks like he's winning the lane. He's actually not. Purely because he's just pushed the lane up.
Yeah.
It's just the creeps haven't died yet.
He's gonna do the side pull.
Yep.
Oh, he's gonna.
No, you can't. I'm pretty sure you can't actually do that.
You can.
Or it's possible.
And Bloodlust goes out. Bloodlust on the Pebbles here. Pebbles caught out of position. Potent lane combination mid.
Yeah. And purely a combination of him trying to see us and Aluna going to grab the rune. So they took an opportunity, which was really well played by them.
Artesia caught out of position here, but it won't matter. She'll make it out in time. This drinking game not taking off with Sender playing long lane with no junk.
Pretty much. That's actually a really poor stun there from the Pebbles. Like, I don't know what he was expecting out of that.
Oh, he can afford to burn a little bit of mana. He's got 2 mana pots. The trade-off for that, though, is that because they blew their cooldowns,
they're free to go on and
get some big harass off on the Aluna. We're seeing it gank down at the bottom lane. Tempest and Artesia going on the Behemoth. Behemoth should go down here.
All he needs to do is cast.
Manages to dodge it.
Yep.
And the trade-off of that, big pause, is going to be a dead Artesia. This will be a kill for Forsaken Archer. Tempest, everything on cooldown, no mana.
But has the full elemental block off. Like that bolt will do, what is it, 100 and something damage? Like 140 damage against, that's half the Forsaken's HP, and then 3 hits from the Tempest, and should be dead.
He'll need to get a block off.
Yep.
He'll need to block with either himself or the elementals. On the other hand, he's sitting in a creep wave. That imp is aggroed to, looks like, his elementals. So it'll depend on how many of them die. The Forsaken Archer has higher base move speed as well. She's what, 305 if I'm not mistaken?
She is, but she'll also be slowed from the bolt, and then,
the slow's only for 2 seconds, isn't it? We're reading into this a long way.
Because it's paused, and this is boring. She also has to turn and auto-attack the Artesia, because that won't kill her.
She only needs to turn, I don't know if we're perfectly synced, but from where I'm looking, she needs to turn 45 degrees. That won't bother her. She's got a high turn rate as well.
Yeah, but even so, like, she still has to turn, auto-attack, and then run, and then she's still slowed for that.
She doesn't need to run backwards. Bear in mind, she doesn't need to run backwards. She can run left, which is what I'd be doing if I was her. Out of the pause, Artesia goes down, instantly killed. Yeah, no, you're correct.
Yep. And funnily enough, Artesia actually gets XP for that.
Yeah.
She died before. Well, she died after the...
Infora caught out of position and killed here.
Big time. And Pebbles actually... Sorry, Torture actually misses the stun on both of them. She gets the Aluna.
Yeah, does get it on the Aluna. Then forced to back off. What's Aluna's move speed? That's a good question.
300?
Yeah, 300 versus Torture's 305? It is. I'm out of touch. I thought Torture had a low base move speed.
Since when? Torture's always that high. Less track. More piss farting at top. Just because, it's a bit of a nothing lane.
XP lead on the electrician.
Sender's actually maxing shield, which is good. Picks up a life tube.
Yeah, good for him in the top lane. He doesn't have the mana to effectively utilize that though. Smackdown by the Forsaken Archer.
On the Artesia. Artesia was expecting a gank from the Bubbles and went a little bit out, like a lot out of position, and tried to go toe for toe against the Forsaken Archer.
Forsaken Archer's got 6 tangos, but she's going to find herself in a position. No, Artesia's going to run to the lane. No, she's waiting for a TP. Artesia can force her out of the lane with spam from here though. She's got to be careful though because the Behemoth's there. Behemoth has his boots out. Can easily put her out of position. Torturer going first item, Mystic Vestments. I disagree with that.
He doesn't have HP for it. Like, simple.
Doesn't have the HP, but also you're gonna overall you will mitigate more damage by moving faster against a lane like this.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's better. Yeah, prevention's the best cure, definitely.
The Luna's got
hit 6 as well.
Hit 6 before the electrician.
As well. He hasn't picked up any items either.
Yeah, he's just picked up his boots and
yeah. Just as they were delivered.
DD on the
and we're going to see action mid as well.
Good
again,
stun, good defensive stuns. If the Torturer had boots, he'd have a kill here. Just saying.
Yep. If he could land a stun.
He gets a kill anyway.
Yeah.
Poor play there by the Aluna. Shouldn't have turned around.
Yeah.
Should have just kept walking.
And Artesia just kind of try. Oh, big block from the.
Artesia well caught out of position, and that'll be a kill.
She poked
Those
her too far into the lane.
Those skeletons, less than 3 seconds. So it's 3 seconds. Stuff?
Nonsense.
No.
Yeah.
We've got treads out on Forsaken Archer. At the
Bubbles
moment.
actually gets a kill, or should get a kill on the electrician. Maybe. Oh, no.
Yeah,
yep,
no.
there we are. Last
Yeah, he got it. He got it. He was it was very confident by him turning around so early. He must have known that the mana shield had been popped on quite low mana, so it wouldn't have a lot of mitigation.
Definitely.
So the amount of mitigation is static, but the health of the shield itself is dependent on the mana. But still, ballsy turning around so early. Tempest going the early Ring of Sorcery, very good pickup with an Artesia on your team. Artesia going Hell and Metal on the Forsaken Archer,
and we'll kill her.
who was killed
quite easily.
Forsaken Archer.
She also primed up the whole mana dump thing with W.
Oh, did she?
Yes.
I didn't.
I did. And mid's just kind of playing very passive. I think they're.
They have to. The
yeah, they
Pebbles
have
has
to
a-
because they're missing. There's 2 people.
There's heroes missing, 2 heroes missing. Although they should have sight of them. Is that their ward up there? Is there a ward there? No, I'm on balls. I'm on drugs, dribbling balls.
Should see a gank on the bubbles right here.
Yep. Well timed there. Well timed
Yes.
disabled by the
The yellow.
electrician.
Damn it! Come on, Sender, be bad.
Conversely, poorly timed one there by the poorly timed shell surf by the bubbles.
Yeah.
Behemoth's standing off to the side. They will go for a kill on the Artesia here, and they will get it as long as they don't do something grievously bad.
Pebbles invis did take a lot of harass and was low health, and yeah, they see it like straight away because
Here we
they're
go.
sitting on the
Yep, Artesia's about to go down. Good block there by the
Behemoth. Yeah,
Behemoth.
really well
He's
played.
got boots and the Artesia doesn't. It's not hard to get a good block off when you're moving faster than someone. Behemoth doesn't move faster than most heroes. He moves at their speed at the fastest. Now, will they back off here? That's the question. There's an invis Pebbles incoming. They should know that it's happening. However, he was low health. The Behemoth's backing all the way back up, but the Forsaken Archer is comfortable to stay. Yeah, and that's the right decision because he's got Mystic Vestments as well as wrong decision now because there's a Tempest here.
Pebbles doing Chuck first.
He still landed the combo. You can land the combo.
Can do
just
it, but you actually end up missing
It's
most
hard.
of the time. If you're over 100 MS, you miss a increment of damage. Always
over
make
100
some.
ms.
Yeah.
Oh, milliseconds. Yeah, I
Millisecond,
thought
yeah.
you meant move speed. Pebble's about to walk into the Nymphora. Yep, Nymphora gets the stun off, bottles the rune off to give it to the Torturer. I really hate these dual mids. I think it's something that should be viable. It's something that needs to be viable. I hate seeing it though. It's worse than a farming tri-lane. It's pig disgusting.
Electrician's actually taking a lot of
Yeah,
damage.
he's going to
Stop
die
playing.
here.
He's going to
Oh, no.
die here.
He gets the disable off.
But, like, look at his health.
Yeah,
Oh,
he'll lose
he'll survive this just because he's max shield, like a good player.
No, he will get away there because Bubbles has gone a level of take cover and max shell surf over Song of the Sea. That's why he'll get away there. Humiliation there. That's embarrassing.
Indeed. And Aluna runs the wrong way and will die to the Forsaken Archer.
She was dead no matter what. The Behemoth was there as well.
Granted, but...
Better to die to the Behemoth. Not necessarily true. Behemoth is actually one of the highest priorities for farm early. You don't often see him get the farm that he needs to really shine. But early on, he's one of the highest sort of priorities for farm because of that the incredible impact he can have with that portal key. It just maximizes his skill set.
Indeed. Item pickups. Tempest has got boots. I'm guessing. I'm going to guess he's going to go for a straight portal key now. What else? Aluna's actually skipped her ult as well, which is an interesting thing as Pebbles dies from
Pebbles
5 people
completely
mid.
position. You don't want to go near a Behemoth. It was the wrong decision. Even if there was just one hero there, he would have been out of position. Behemoth getting
Targeted
the
stun?
boost here.
Yeah, that's from Nymph's Grace and
Yeah, that let him get into the position to land a perfect Fisher there.
Fisher. And
Don't
they
think
lose
in-
top tower though in response to 5-man diving that.
Yep. On the other hand, they should take mid tower.
Quite
I
easily.
don't see the TPs here.
And they actually lose 2 towers to that. Overall, they actually lose gold for what they did.
Wonderful, very very good awareness there by the Legion team. So trading 2 for 1 towers and a kill.
On a support, no less. But yeah, interesting that Aluna's skipped her ult at 6. I think that's really bad because global power throw is amazing. It's a lot.
I skip it. I habitually skip it. I actually skip Aluna's ultimate until This is just me.
You're bad. In this situation, that's bad. That's really bad.
But see, I don't play her as a hard support.
But Tempest
as a hard
caught out really badly.
Tempest is way out of position.
Wow, way out of position.
Where's the electrician? Why isn't he out of position? We should perhaps change this drinking game. Who's been caught out of position so far?
Hang on, who's died the most? Fresh Pro, Artesia, bang.
So if Artesia's caught out of position. Yep.
Oh, we're seeing the charge up here.
Yeah, easy kill.
Easy
the amount of
kill.
damage that you put out with that ulti is absurd. Absolutely absurd. That is another hero that I detest.
Yep.
Detest Artesia. She's such a straightforward hero. We've got a pub train at middle. Why is Hellborn pub training?
I don't know really. Alec hasn't picked up investments yet, but he does have a helm. Tempest is looking like he's going to go a Ashale early.
They're letting Artesia farm back into this game by pub training. Because she can... Oh no, we've got a Nymph teleport coming in bottom, as well as a Behemoth coming in from the side. It doesn't run past the wall because I don't have one there. Behemoth catches the Artesia, gets off the stun. I don't know if that was really necessary, the ulti.
Ooh, yeah,
but
we're not.
His ulti's
I'm guessing they're expecting a TP in.
Well, his ulti's expendable early game, and he's going to die anyway. His ultimate is expendable early game. It's not late game, and even late game, if you can pick a hero off with it, that's the same as using it as a big team fight ability if it's the right hero.
Yeah.
Electrician Balls of Steel can afford to though because he's got his helm with the Black Legion.
And
catches
Tempest
out the
is actually split pushing at the moment while all of this is happening.
Yeah. But he's got a Torturer there to stop him. Lovely stun there by Artesia. Got the Electrician out of a spot of trouble there. Oh, by the way, Artesia caught out of position. That's a drink.
Oh, righto.
Anyway, so Artesia or Sender. We'll do it for Sender as well because I want to call attention to Sender's. Fuck, that's a big shot. My next one's going to be huge. I will cough and splatter.
Yep. We should see Electrician pick up. Okay. A drink if he doesn't pick up vestments in the next 2 gold.
Pebbles caught well out of position there. Lovely play to bring the Pebbles down. Aluna should get away here. May not.
No,
should.
I don't think she will.
Yeah, no, he'll get away. He's away. He's away because his team's forced to back out. Artesia out of position. Will die.
What is she doing there? What a joke. Yep. That's really bad. Looking for a follow-up on the Torturer, though. The Aluna does get it.
The Aluna does finally die. Shouldn't have died. Shouldn't even have been there. Why did she come back in? What was she hoping to achieve?
Well, just mainly trade-offs.
Oh, they want to go on the bubbles. Yeah, I do see what they're doing here.
And
but they didn't need the Aluna for it.
With the Elemental replicates as well. So, a lot of additional damage, though.
Look, from my perspective, the takeaway point there is that Aluna didn't need to be there anyway. They still managed to get the kill without her. Her being there only got her killed. Right, we're light on for analysis at the moment. We've got 2 mana rings picked up on the Legion side, which to me indicates Nymph TP in should catch Tempest, but everyone misses. Everyone misses everything. Pig disgusting.
Oh, it's disgusting. Oh, wow.
You should see the Tempest get away if he's canny. But there is a ward there. Nah, he'll be caught here by the Torturer and whatnot.
Yep.
Artesia coming in as well as the Electrician. Anyway, the 2 mana rings as well as the Helm of the Black Legion indicates to me that they want to play quite an aggressive mid-game. They want to group up and push. And they need to do that because if they don't, the Nymphora will out-echo them. The mobility will allow her team to gank more effectively at the same time as farm. So in that respect, I think they're good pickups. On the other hand, they don't have some other core items that they need to support it.
Pebbles Portal Key is the big one. Yeah.
Pebbles Portal Key, but like Pebbles Mystic Vestments for a start.
Oh, Electrician Mystic Vestments.
Yeah, Electrician Mystic Vestments. There's no Mystic Vestments
there
out
it is.
at all.
There it is. There it is.
There it is. All right.
Fucking
it's a risky game to play, wanting to push like this against a team with as much disable and as large a threat range as the Hellborn has. They have an enormous threat range. Between Bubbles and Behemoth, they can start a fight from an incredibly long way away.
and actually have support.
Fresh Pro out of position here. He's going to get ultied, I think. No?
No,
The
I
follow-up
reckon
come.
something big's gonna happen.
Big
We're gonna
turnaround.
see a lot of damage come out here.
Big turnaround. The Hellborn was not to know that he had that much support there. They should have been cognizant to the risk of it though, because they don't have sight. They don't have sufficient sight anywhere near there. They have no sight behind him. Poor play there. I understand why they did.
Legion's looking to push mid tower.
They'll get mid tower.
Yeah, quite easily.
And Torture will go down as well. He keeps doing the
Assuming
chop
he's-
before the
Yeah,
Adam-
it's
really
terrible.
bothering me. It works, but why? Like,
Why
what's
even
the?
risk it? Yeah, why even risk the
It
possibility?
can't miss. On the other hand, the split push coming out from Forsaken Archer with her skeleton, she pushes quite fast with those skeletons. They do a lot of damage. They do nearly as much damage. Worth mentioning. If you get all your skeletons out, that's a Divine Rapier worth of damage. That's a
Not
Doombringer worth of damage.
Not anymore.
Well, nearly.
Not
Oh, really?
It's 200. It's
Oh.
not 250 anymore. They don't have the mana burn on them or the poison.
No, but hasn't Doombringer dropped to 200 damage? I mean, I may be tripping balls. Didn't they reduce the
250.
constant?
It's 250.
Maybe it's a Dota change.
Yeah, you're thinking donut, definitely. And they're looking to pick up a second tier tower in mid as well.
So they're gonna willingly trade this tower.
Up a late ult. Tempest,
It's like-
interestingly enough.
Oh,
skips
beautiful
level-
ulti there by the Tempest, and we should see a team wipe here.
Yep. Very
It
easily.
was a beautiful ulti by the Tempest. Unfortunately, did it just close enough to key players like Behemoth that we saw in come out. And a
The other
big,
thing
big-
was, Bubbles actually did a massive counter initiation there. Because
Yep.
he ended up hitting like 4 or 5 people. And
then
it was
the-
just AoE clusterfuck central.
kick TDM Sender.
Yep. Forsaken Archer rushing straight BKB. Sorry, Shrunken Head.
The Artesia
Oh,
was there,
and
but
kicks
I
out
would
Sen.
call her out of position.
Sender being a bit useless.
I'm going to count my in-game time. I'm calling 17, 14, 15,
Oh god, you're
16.
me. Pause.
All right, I'll pause. Tell me when to go. Tell me when you hit 19.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
16, 17, 18,
18.
19.
I'm on 19.
Okay.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Anakha.
I'm good. I'm good.
All right. We can afford to be a little bit ahead of the cameraman because then it just makes us look like geniuses.
No.
But
Incredible.
yeah, Sender, I'm pretty sure was not at that fight.
Sender was at the fight. No, Sender was at the fight. The fight was initiated by the Forsaken Archer teleporting in quite late as the tower was going down. It was preempted by the Pebbles, who threw down a preemptive avalanche so that it would catch Forsaken Archer as she went in. As that occurred, Pebbles also chucked her into the Tempest ulti, which is why the Tempest ulti caught as many people as it did, because she was thrown in. It was a big ulti.
Yeah. And then
And
counter initiate.
Sender, at the same time as all this was happening, Sender grabbed her with his electric shock, but then had it thrown out of range. Sender then walked into the Tempest ulti to hit all the heroes that were caught in it, and was caught in an enormous counter initiation from Bubbles and the Behemoth. We're going to see a team fight at top as well.
Definitely.
They're going to look to take this tower. It's good to see two
A Luna
teams
puzzle
want to play
box.
aggressively against each other. A Luna
Straight up.
puzzle box?
Straight up puzzle box. Now,
That's,
that's something I haven't seen for a very long time.
That's ballsy. Why are they going puzzle box? What does that... That's a weird item.
Yeah, that's really weird. I have no idea.
We're seeing the power throw coming towards top. Heroes caught out of position.
Caught out, big time. Ult on one person in a team fight by the Bubbles. Just saying.
I'm not a fan of it any more than you are.
Yeah. Just pointing it out.
However,
Fresh
will-
picked up 2 kills with the RT.
well, we have the Torturer. Torturer pops his BKB. He will still die here.
Yeah.
He should still die because
Behemoth?
Behemoth blocked, but this Pebble still has a PK, and there he is. He PKs in. That'll be a kill.
Yep, kill.
He did manage to waste a lot of their time with that BKB, but that's a BKB charge that he's not going to get back. So we've got 2 BKBs out. Well, we don't have the one out of Forsaken Archer yet, but we will shortly. In fact, I think she's bought it. I think she's purchased her BKB
Yeah, sure it does.
prior to dying. Good play by her. We're seeing a split push here as well. Rax nearly...
Right, yeah,
really
wow, Rack's nearly going
exposed.
down through all and
Well, I don't know if the Rax are at risk of going down. Forsaken Archer caught out of position again,
sorry,
though.
tower's cracked.
Doesn't have a BKB, and she'll go down. She gets killed there. Just chain stun. She also has her boost on Agi, which I think is really ill-advised. I don't know why she's got that. She doesn't have damage to warrant the extra attack speed. It's only an extra 10 damage out for her.
Yeah.
They should defend the Rax here. No, they won't. What am I talking about? Rax will go down.
No,
Melee
Rax
Rax
will go down quite easily. Yeah.
For some reason, I thought Tempest was on the wrong team. We have the... So I mentioned that they wanted that early team fight sort of motif. And they've got that, and they've got the key items out for it. They've got those mana rings. They've got a Helm of the Black Legion out on Sender, who is well out of position here. Big turnaround, though. Enormous turnaround. I am going to call that out of position, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh, hello. Pebbles. Wow.
You're behind me again.
I am.
I'm on 37, 38, 39, 40.
I'm equal with
Plus-
P.
Alright, so we're going to pause at 47 seconds.
Okay, I'm at 47.
Alright, tell us when to go, Anakha. Tell us when your wooden computer catches up.
1.
Alright,
48, 49, 50. Okay, we're good.
Yep.
Righto.
Bit of arguing on the Legion team. Item pickups. Astrolabe and Ring.
Yeah. So this is what I'm saying. Astrolabe, a couple of rings out on the Legion side. That's the reason why they're winning these team fights. That's the reason why they're happy to group up and take these fights, despite the fact that, to be perfectly honest, it's a better team fighting lineup out from the Hellborn. We have a lot more AoE stuns. We have a lot more AoE in general.
Yeah. Puzzlebox finished on a Luna. 3 rings out.
Is she going that? Why is she going that? I don't understand. Is this a troll build? Is she just that confident with the position in the game, or?
Oh, she's probably just throwing it in general. Who knows? Plate of Greaves picked up on Electrician, and Artesia's picked up a Portal Key. Interesting. I like that. I like that really well, because one, she's critically dependent. Portal Key good on anyone, but given the position of Artesia's ult, like, given how Artesia's ult works, if she can actually team fight going down,
yeah,
she can just really... Yeah.
Easy team fight there again for the Legion, because they have these key pickups. It means that because they have that portal key and all of those support items on the Tempest, they can afford to get caught out of position, and then turn it around. The Tempest portal key's in. He's got a heal. Fucking, we'll see the heal come out. You know, we'll see as soon as if they go on the Pebbles, as soon as the chain stun gets broken, as soon as the support arrives, you'll see him turn around and combo someone.
Yep.
I like
with the BKB
pickup as well. Oh, he's had that for a while.
He's had it for a while, but yeah, he's also got... That's
so, I was wrong. The Forsaken Archer doesn't have her BKB and she needs it really badly.
Yep.
What it means, though, is that we don't have those key team fighting items out from the Hellborn, and that's why they're just getting bullied off the map. That's why they've lost Rax bottom. And they should honestly lose the tower here. They may lose Rax. They shouldn't.
But his ult's on cooldown. 5 seconds, a bit unfortunate.
That's a very big item for them, but then he's only got Striders, so...
Yeah.
We'll see Bubbles go in here. No, Bubbles doesn't have balls. Sender, way out of position.
Oh, there's the ult.
Destroyed.
It's probably...
A series of big ults. We'll see a turnaround. The Forsaken Archer, not caught the ult, is going to turn around and kill at least the Pebbles. Oh, he's not going to get the Pebbles because he's getting slowed here by the Artesia, who manages to PK out. Poor play there by the Forsaken Archer. She had a couple of options there to net kills. Because the Fresh Pro was out of mana there. We need to take a drink for that Electrician. He was well out of position there. His Behemoth Radar was not functioning. Shivers Regal is terrible scotch. And the Forsaken Archer gets annihilated by Swindlemelons. Who the fuck is this boxy kid? He's not playing well at all.
But I'm fast.
So this is what I said. You get that initial farm up on Pebbles, the Forsaken Archer will become a liability instead of your carry, and that's what's occurred.
Bulwark picked up on Pebbles, going for a straight demo after Portal Key, which is pretty standard.
See, didn't we argue for that base attack time nerf, specifically so that this sort of thing wouldn't happen?
Yeah.
Specifically so that we'd see him
pick up,
better
items.
Yeah, well, like veer away from attack speed centric items and carry centric items. Now, I'll warrant this Nymphora is going to die.
Big time. Pebbles.
Oh, look at that! Look at how much damage he does with those attacks. His auto attack did more damage than his avalanche did just then. He's doing 500 damage right now. He's doing 465 to 471 with -3 armor. He's cycling his boots quite well as well. He should use this DD to go balls deep on someone, because I want to see him land that big fucking 500 damage hit. That's pretty much a level 1. Yeah, he'll go in now. And
Level
again,
1 which
Forsaken Archer, out of position, will die. It
Yep.
wasn't even out of position. She was in position, to be perfectly honest. She's just under farm because that Pebble's got such good farm. I can't see this game turning around either. I don't see an out.
Either.
A Luna will die here, but I don't
They just
see
don't
an
have the farm requirement. Like, if the Forsaken Archer had had a BKB, probably about... She buys back, actually.
Yeah, buys back and gets a kill. I think you're behind me again, but it doesn't really matter at this stage of the game. Swindlemelonzz gets another kill. I honestly don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about their farm. The reason that I perceive that they've lost this game is because they lack those essential support items. The heroes who got the farm went straight for BKBs, which is correct. However, they had to acknowledge that they were going to have to play some early team fights.
So yeah, they needed something a little bit.
Sender out of position. Sender out of position. Get
fucking
away.
awesome.
Get away. No, he'll get away. He'll get away because the Pebbles will go balls
Late.
deep on his behalf.
A really late ring on him as well, which is odd.
Oh,
Maybe it's just because the game's over.
lovely. No, Sender caught out of position. TP's in the wrong place. That's a drink to both of us. TP's in the wrong place, and there was no requirement for him to TP there. He could have just gotten away with a fucking, like a surge. Granted, the Behemoth was coming from the other direction. There's 2 portal keys that he's facing. I still think that TPing there was the wrong decision. It does tell him that they have a ward there, but he should have anticipated that they'd have a ward there anyway. The warding has been spectacularly poor from the Legion side, but it doesn't matter because their itemization has been so much better.
Well, yeah, mainly because usually Sender's their hard support, and the Luna, who's supporting double inverted commas, has picked up a puzzle box.
So, there's no one here.
Level 2.
That hurts, by the way. There's no one here that's interested in going supporting. No one here is interested in warding.
No.
The Tempest is going to go as BKB before he buys a ward, and he can get away with it as well. The Aluna should die here. No, this will be a turnaround. And the bubbles will go down.
Artesia roll. And yeah.
I hate Artesia. I hate her with a burning passion. I can't emphasize how much I dislike that hero.
I like her, just because I think she's bullshit. And yeah, the best bit was the bubbles died from the Necrobook minion purge. Or mana burn.
Mana burn.
Yeah.
Necrobook's an underrated item. It's an excellent item, and it used to be perceived as an item that you could pick up on any hero, and it would be a good pickup. Same as like a Hex, or a Mana Ring or something. That you could pick up on any hero in your team would thank you for it. Luna is clearly an old school player, but I still think it's slightly trollish on her. I don't think it's a...
Yeah, it's not. It's definitely not a usual thing at all.
Like, I think wards are better, for example. I don't know why she went it, to be honest.
Probably, I think this is a 5-man
out.
TMM stack. I'm guessing, just based on attitude and everything. Torturer pops BKB to pick off the Aluna. Okay.
Sender initiates. He is out of position right now.
Drink time.
Well, he's out of position. Yeah,
I think
fuck
he's,
it,
yeah, I think.
Let's drink.
Yep.
No, he was out of position. I don't know if he's going to go down here. No, he should go down.
Should go down. The whole team's after him.
No, because they're not going to... There we are. They stopped
There
it.
we are.
Right, it's a drink. Cheers, Sender. Thanks, cunt. Cheers, cunt. Eat a dick. This wouldn't be an issue if I had a better scotch to drink, but... bit of
And
unpaid...
TP's in plain sight. NP. Plain sight.
Yours. Plain sight. You mean in the... All right, so...
Well, more to the point, the hero is right in front of him.
Cyberkun?
I'm alive.
Unmute. Alright, we're going to pause at 28:55 because the Anakha needs to catch up to us.
Okay, 28:55.
I don't
Pause.
understand.
Your computer
Alright,
apparently
so we're at
sucks.
28:55.
That's great.
Count us in with your wooden computer, Dane. Count us in while I take shot for Sender. Thanks, cunt.
God damn. Hey, mind your mouth. I don't want to
Now.
get blocked on YouTube.
What?
Now.
Actually, never mind.
No, you pause at 30 for us.
Oh.
My partner Tilly has just brought over absinthe and vodka for me as well.
We going? Crap.
So what are you at?
5,
I'm at-
6.
Okay, I'm at 15.
Alright, I'm going to skip forward to 15. I'm going to catch up to you guys.
Cool. Because you'll get to see Tempest's ult.
Alright, I'm at 20, 21, 22.
Okay.
Alright, big team fight. The Hellborn wins because We're seeing some strong throw out here. Pebbles jumps in with his 250 damage. His ball work is set to positive though, kills someone who was on low health anyway. The torturer. So I will class that as a one team fight. They did win that team fight, but at the same time, it's pretty much meaningless. They're 2 racks down, and they don't have a solid hard carry. Forsaken Archer was trashed here for the longest time because she's not a solid hard carry. She is, if anything, a support hard carry because she adds her orb effect, and that's a concede. Whatever. I've got nothing to say.
No, it's just terrible.
So, why did Legion win, and why did Hellborn lose?
FA, lack of BKB out in time, and 12 deaths.
Oh, she actually never got the BKB out. She was tantalizingly close to it for a long time. In fact, I thought she'd bought it because I thought her farm was decent.
Same.
So I said at the very start of the game, I said, if Pebbles gets farm, Forsaken Archer will become a liability. Pebbles got farm, Forsaken Archer became a liability. Now, there was more to it than that. The second part of it was that Legion was able to channel their farm onto heroes that could buy support items, which let them win team fights. We saw them get an early mech, a couple. They ended up with 3 arcane rings. Early they had 2.
Send a big one on later.
Plated Greaves out and a puzzle box. You know, if your hard support is buying a puzzle box instead of wards and you're winning, there's something pretty fucking wrong going on here. What I think Hellborn needed to do to win that game was, firstly, they needed to address the Tempest a little bit earlier. And they could have done that because they had 2 very strong support heroes with big disables nukes and a big threat range at bottom. Those 2 heroes should have left the lane and roamed. Artesia is not enough of a threat to a Forsaken Archer that you need to keep a support there at all times. The only reason you do that is if you want to kill her. And while they did that, Artesia was also able to kill the Forsaken Archer
2 or 3 times,
yeah. Artesia left the laning phase at a disadvantage, and Hellborn grouped up. So she left the laning phase with red boots and an incomplete null talisman. At that point, we saw Hellborn group up for a pub train, but they did it without any of the core items that you want for a pub train. At that stage, they didn't have any mana rings. They didn't have a mechanism. What's that? An astrolabe. They had on the bubbles a ring of the teacher, but they were nowhere near the level of support items that we saw on the Legion at exactly the same point of the game. Legion at the same point of the game had 2 mana rings out, and they were halfway to a mechanism. What that meant is that despite the fact that Legion had a much better teamfight lineup, we saw a situation where, Hellborn had a much better teamfight lineup. Legion was able to win every teamfight. Something that I missed, which was also very relevant to that, was the early Helm of the Black Legion on Sender, who still went out of position a lot. That just enabled them to really bully the Hellborn team early mid-game. And being able to bully them, it meant they could push faster using the Tempest. They could split push. They could afford to be caught out of position because support would be there. It meant that because they took the towers, everyone got their core very soon after that, and we saw a lot of luxury items come out. Like PKs. We almost saw a demonic breastplate on the Pebbles for that reason. And that was really the reason why they won the game. The game finished even in kills, but that was because after Rax went down, we saw some throwing by the Hellborn.
A lot of throwing.
Isn't that standard, though, once you win the game?
Yeah, but we did smack talk.
True, fair enough.
If you're going to throw, you want to smack talk. You want to call the concede votes when you're winning. You want to
Yeah.
call out players. It's terrible.
Yeah, there was no bad
You wanna
manners this
point
game.
out that you're a Luna. You want to point out that you're a Luna hasn't bought a fucking ward all game and bought a puzzle lock, and you still win.
Good stuff.
If you're going to throw, you got to throw in style, because not throwing without style is just playing badly.
Yeah.
Yeah, just delays the game.
It didn't matter because they were 2 racks ahead at that point, and they were comfortably in a position where they could have taken a 3rd rack if they wanted to. We never saw the BKB picked up on Forsaken Archer, and the reason for that was that he just got bullied. He just got completely bullied by the Pebbles. Whenever he was in range of the Pebble was confident to jump in and combo him,
Obliterate him.
and one-shot him with a fucking DD with 500 damage. What are you going to do about that? That's trash. The Torturer finished his BKB, as well as a portal key and a Ring of Sorcery, before the Forsaken Archer finished her BKB as her first major item. That's unacceptable. That was a poor game by the Forsaken Archer, and I think she'd know it. She didn't even get to the point where she had split shot. On the whole, no excuse for that. She had a tri lane at the start, and then she had a 2 versus 1 lane where she should have farmed out a really early core. She got the Mystic Vestments and Treads out quickly, and then everything stalled. Everything went south from there. I would have liked to have seen the Frostburn. She has enough gold in her inventory in the form of items to have had a Frostburn, which would have put her above the burst for Pebbles to kill her, and also added a bit of utility to her team. That's my perception of the game. That's why I think they lost.
Yeah, pretty spot on
I can't
that.
see a way that they could have done it differently. To be perfectly honest, I think the pub train early was the wrong decision, given the level that their team fighting items were at. I think they should have stalled it for a little bit longer. I think they have a team that could have stalled. Stalled.
Considering Nymphora Behemoth bubbles, like...
You can stall indefinitely there. You've always got 3 heroes. Where you have 1 hero, you have 3. Unless one of them's Nymphora. What I would say, they should have stalled, and they could have done it very successfully up to the point where Pebbles got his portal key. At the point that Pebbles got his portal key, you're then in a position where you need to group up in order to mitigate the Pebbles and the burst he does. But the problem is that they grouped up slightly too early for that, and what it meant was that they lacked the items to group up. At the same time, Legion had.
I think it was about 3,000 to 4,000 gold, like within that time period where they started pub training. Legion ended up getting up about another 4k gold, and it was 4k gold on the Tempest, who actually finished the Astrolabe during that time. And who was it? I think it was the Pebbles as well. Pebbles just got another 2k for the portal key.
On the whole, I don't think that either team was outdrafted. I think it would be very unfair to say that either team drafted poorly there. The drafts were both good. Both teams had very winnable drafts. The Hellborn team didn't play to their draft. They had a team fighting draft, and they never capitalised on it. They were never able to effectively capitalise. And it wasn't because they were horrifically outplayed, it was because of poor item choices and some poor sort of macro strategic choices in how early they grouped up, which heroes they brought to team fights, how they used Nymphora's ult. That was where they lost the game, in my opinion. And you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say that Anakha should pick another replay, because I really enjoyed that drinking game, and I want to play another one. And Tallulah, my partner, is complicit in this by putting another 2 bottles of alcohol in front of me. That is a signal to me she wants me to keep casting. We've got a HDMI cable set up to our enormous television. She's watching with it on mute.
Nice.
And I think she's really enjoying it. I don't know that she is, but I think she is. She's walked away straight.
So?
I'm gonna have to stop the stream, and I'll talk to you in mid-game or mid-game stream thing.
That's quite alright, because I need to go to the bathroom.
Alright.